Welcome to Ben's Experience. In this video, I will share with you how to connect Google Sheets to n8n to automate spreadsheet workflows. In this video, we will go through 5 steps where we will start with creating a Google Cloud Console project, enabling Google Sheets API, configuring OAuth consent screen, create OAuth credentials, give credentials to n8n, and after that I will promote my online course, and then we will end the video with testing the connections by creating a spreadsheet directly from n8n and also deleting a spreadsheet using n8n. This is a very important test because let's mark it very important because it will help you understand how to fix an issue that you will face. Let's start with how to connect Google Sheets to n8n. First, I will create a new workflow. And of course, I will start it with a manual trigger. Then I will try to add Google Sheets. Let's go with create spreadsheet, for example. Here, when you select a credential, you see create a new credential. Click on it and you will land on this pop-up. And you will see this pop-up where n8n asks us for our client ID and client secret. How to get those two information? This is what is needed to do. By the way, before I start this with the first step, I want to let you know that you can get or you can add credentials to n8n from here or from, let's close this, or from the dedicated credentials page. From overview, jump to credentials and click on create credential. Search for Google Sheets. Continue. It's the same pop-up window. Okay, keep this window opened. And here, let's start with the step number 1, which is creating a Google Cloud Console project. Why? Because this Google Cloud Console project is needed to manage the APIs and credentials that will allow n8n to securely connect to your Google Sheets account. For this, go to this link, which is console.google.com. Yes, console.cloud.google.com. Let's zoom in on the link. I will try my best to remember adding this link to the video description. If I forgot to do so, this is the link in Zoom, console.cloud.google.com. Now that you know the link, let's click on it. First, you will land on this page. The step 1, click on my first project or open the project picker from here, then click on new project. Now give your project a name, for example, n8n sheets, just n8n, and let's give it Google Sheets. Here you can select to go with an organization or no, you can skip it, click on create and wait for the project to be created. Once the project is created, you can select it from here or from this project picker. As you see, this is the project I've just created. Open it by clicking on it. Now let's see the second step, which is enabling Google Sheets API. This step is important because enabling Google Sheets API allows external applications like n8n to read from and write to your spreadsheets. So how to enable Google Sheets API? Simply click on these three lines, go to APIs and services, and click on enabled APIs and services. Now click on this button saying enable APIs and services and search for Google Sheets and hit enter or return. This is the Google Sheets API we need to enable. Open it first and then click on enable. Now that the Google Sheets API is enabled, let's jump to the third step, which is configuring OAuth consent screen. The OAuth consent screen is required, so Google can display a permission page when you authorize n8n to access your Google account. How to configure OAuth consent screen? Simply click here below credentials, you will see OAuth consent screen. Click on it. Then click on Get Started. Now give your app a name, for example, n8n Sheets app. The name of the app asking for consent. Here, select an email address for users to contact you with questions about consent. Click on Next. For the audience, go with external. Click on Next again. Here, select or add an address, an email address that Google can notify you about any changes to your project. Click on Next, agree to this policy, click on Continue, then Create. Let's close this window. As you see, OAuth configuration created. And now the next step is creating the OAuth credentials, which are the client ID and client secret. Okay, to create the OAuth credentials, click here on Create OAuth Client from the Overview page and below Metrics. First, select the application type. Let's go with Web Application. Here and then specify a name for this client ID or the name of your OAuth client. This name is only used to identify the client in the console and will not be shown to end users. So you can go with n8n Sheets, for example, and scroll down to authorized redirect URLs. Click on Add URL, and now go back to n8n. Copy this OAuth redirect URL by just tapping it. It is copied and paste it here. Now click on Create, and this is your client ID. You can copy it from here, go back to n8n and paste it in the client ID field. For the client secret, it's simple. Close this window from here. And from the client's page, click on the client ID first. And then here, next to client secret, you will see a part of your client secret code. Copy it from here and go back to n8n, delete those dots, go and paste it here. Now click on sign in with, now you need to click first on sign in with Google, but to avoid an error that you may see, first let's publish our app from the audience page. Below testing, click on publish app, push to production, click on confirm. Now go back to n8n, click on sign in with Google. Here, select the same Gmail that you are using here. Here, if you see this error, don't worry, it's normal. Click on Advanced and then click on Go to hostinger.cloud and save. Now click on Select All and scroll down and click on Continue. As you see, connection successful. And if you go back to n8n, you will see the same thing, account connected. Now you can close this window. And here below credentials, you will see the credential you've just added. Now if I, okay, before the test step, I need to promote my online course. Till now, I still don't have any course, or at the time of recording this video, I still have no course content. But I'm planning on creating an n8n online course where I explain n8n in my simplest method, and also it will be a mastery course. So if you like my way of explaining and want to learn more about n8n from me, check out my full n8n online course on my website, link in the description. So now let's test this Google Sheet connection. So first we will try to create Google Spreadsheet using n8n. For this, I will create a new workflow or simply return to okay, I will create a brand new workflow. Step 1, manual trigger. First node, I will go with Google Sheets. And here for the action, I will select create spreadsheet. Here my credentials are automatically selected from me. For the resource, I will go with document. For the operation, I will go with create. And here in the title, the Google Sheet that will be created automatically for me, the title will be this sheet has been created automatically from n8n. Now I think that's all. Okay, but first let's access my Google Drive. Or okay, this is my Google Sheets before state. And when I execute this step, the output says one item is created with those information. This is the spreadsheet link. And if I refresh this page, or without refreshing, as you see, this sheet, now I have a Google Sheet created with this title. This sheet has been created automatically from n8n. And when you open it, it is empty. Now let's jump to the second test connection or exercise, which is deleting a spreadsheet automatically using n8n. So for this, I will close this window, delete this node, and try to add a new node, which is Google Sheets, of course, with the action of deleting spreadsheet. Now the credentials are selected automatically for me. For the resource, I will go with document. For the operation, I will go with delete. For here, if you click on choose, you will face this error saying, let's zoom on it. It says Google Drive API has not been used in project this number before, or it is disabled. You should enable it by visiting this link. If I try to copy this link, you will not be enabled, but I will show you in a second. And then retry. If you enabled this API recently, wait a few minutes for the action to propagate to our systems and retry. As you see, the link is hard to copy, but don't worry. So here, what you should see, we enabled the Google Sheets API, but in order to delete a Google Sheet, we still need to have the Google Drive access through enabling its API. So what we need to do, we need to repeat this step number 2, but for the Google Drive API. It's simple. Go back to Google Cloud Console, then go to 3 lines, APIs and services, enabled APIs and services, and then search for Google Drive API, and then enable it from here. Once the Google Drive API is enabled, go back to n8n, and if you try to click on choose, as you see now n8n is able to retrieve files from my Google Drive. Now I will select the same Google Sheet I've created, and here before this, let's refresh this page. Now if I execute this step, as you see, output one item, success. This means that the Google Sheet is deleted. So if I go back here, as you see, no more the n8n successfully deleted my Google Sheet. If you see it here, try to open it. You will see that it's just a cache issue. It is really deleted, but its link still shows up here. And this is how to connect Google Sheets to n8n. If you want to learn more from me about n8n, check out my link from my check out my online course link in the description. And I think that's all for this tutorial. Don't forget to give this video a like, interact in the comments below, and see you in the next tutorial.